Yo, welcome back to another Movies Dandy. Today's movie is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies.
So after Princess Rosalina gets captured, it's up to Mario and the gang to save her and maybe meet some new friends along the way. Oh, there is a mid and after credit scene in this movie, so make sure you stay for those. But before we begin, this review is brought to you by Taste Salud. And they finally released a new flavor of manzana and I'm so excited to taste this one. And if you want to taste it in so many delicious flavors, make sure you use my code Andy10 that's on the screen right now for 10% off your whole order. So hurry up, go put your order in. Thank you so much, Taste Salud. Now back to the review. So let me start off with things that I liked from this film. This film is just so much fun and nostalgic. It was just so cool to see all the visuals of this movie and the characters that we see from nostalgic video games. It was just so cool to see so many characters all in one place. And oh my God, the visuals in this movie were just beautiful. It was just so cool to see the details that they went into this film. Such as like the hat, when they actually zoom into it, you can see the little stitchings in it. And I was like, what is this, bro? This isn't cartoon anymore. But it just looks so cool. And also there were some really funny jokes in this movie that I really appreciated. Not just for the nostalgic factor, but just for the adults and for the little kids as well. And going off of the nostalgic factor, there is a lot of it in this movie. Yes, they just throw a lot of things at you and you're like, wait, is that from that? Is that from that? Is that what? Whoa, oh my God, there's that character. So it was just really cool to see that in this film. And of course, the voice actors did an amazing job in this movie. And not just Chris Pratt, he did an amazing job with Mario. But we also got more of Charlie Day's Luigi in this one. And I just feel like their dynamic was just so cool and they just felt like a brotherly love. Like they actually really cared about each other and they had fun doing it as well. And then of course, we got Jack Black as Bowser. He just always does a good job and brings it over the top in a great way. And then Anya Taylor-Joy, she does an amazing job as Princess Peach. She just brings that curiosity and that adventurous part of Peach out, and she just did an amazing job. And then we finally got Yoshi in this movie. And I didn't know that they needed a voice actor for Yoshi, but they actually got one. Yes, they got Donald Glover to be Yoshi. And I feel like he did a really good job as well. And something else that I really liked about this film is that they actually brought some old school music into the film. Like I'll give you one example. They actually played Big Papa in this movie, but it just went along perfectly with what was happening in the scene. So I did like that they brought in more actual music into this. And going off of the sounds, I love all the little sound effects that they play during this movie. Such as like when they actually jump on Yoshi or they just hit a specific character or they just do other things. I just love that they added all those little sound effects. Even though you can't really always hear them, they're still there, which I just really enjoyed. It was just a small little detail that was awesome. And although I was sad that they did ruin some character surprises in this movie with the trailers or just announcements, I did like that there was even more surprises within the movie. And I know I heard some of the kids going, oh my gosh, there's this one. Oh my gosh, there's this one. So it was just really cool to hear the adults and the kids be excited for this film and the surprise characters that they saw. But what this film makes me very excited for what's to come for the future. And that was some things that I didn't really like. All right, I know I'm an old man, but I can say this because I really enjoyed the first one and the story in the first one. But this one just doesn't have a concrete story. And I feel like you're going to hear that a lot in many other reviews. I just feel like they were just throwing so many different things at us that you kind of forgot that there was a story. And they kind of just like went over it and then the movie was over. Which kind of sucked because I really enjoyed the first one. It was like A to B and then that's it. This one was like A to B to C to D. It was just all over the place, but it all ends up in the same place by the end. But like I said, there was just no real concrete story. It just did feel like a setup for what's to come in the future. And after the movie, I did talk to my wife and friends about it, and I just feel like this one was just way more kid-centered, which isn't always a bad thing, but I do feel like the general audience for this movie are going to be people who used to play the video games and new video game players. So I just feel like they really picked the younger crowd with this one. But I also do feel like they use nostalgia to really bait us to watch this movie. But like I said, I am excited for what's to come in the future. So now, would I watch Super Mario Galaxy movie in the theaters again? Yes, I completely would. Woohoo! Although, like I said, the story isn't there and it's just all over the place, it was a fun time and I did fall into the nostalgia love for this movie. I just feel like the details that they put into all the visuals and all the nostalgia with the music, the sound effects, it just all came together for one very fun adventure movie. So now, I really want to hear from the Super Mario fanatics. What did you think about this movie? If you did love it or hate it, don't forget to comment down below. I would love to hear what you thought about this film. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie reviews every week.